All right, well, let's do this, Carnie. Let's talk about Sounds Delicious because today's the day. Today's the day. Sounds Delicious with Carnie Wilson premieres. How excited are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled. Yep, it's on tonight, 8:30 on AXS TV. It's so funny. I will be watching along with a lot of people. I am thrilled.
So you've got a lot of musicians with you. Obviously, knowing who you are, we know there's going to be a musical element to this. I'd have to ask, like, when you're talking about, people like Lisa Loeb and Dee Snider and Martin McGrath and, John Stamos, like, how did you have one of those in mind that you wanted to be the premiere episode, or did you kind of figure that out after the fact?
Well, you know, I've been in the business a long time, over 3 decades. So like I've met so many great people, right? And it seems like food and music just for me, they go together, right? There's always
Mhm.
music blasting in the kitchen or food reminds me of music, music reminds me of food, and it's just I know it sounds funny, but it's true. So, in terms of the premiere episode, it was like it just kind of worked out that way with all these wonderful guests, but um Mark McGrath, it was really, really funny, I mean, the show is hysterical because 'cause they're letting me just totally be myself, so I'm absolutely wacky, and, there's a lot of bleeps, but, a lot of swearing, but it's really, very celebratory, so it's like you because for me, that's the way it is. I'm very positive, I love life, and I love people, and I love music, so food is absolutely everything. So when you get in the kitchen with me, it's like very, very like you're gonna roll up your sleeves, you're gonna like totally let your guard down and be yourself. And I don't think people have seen it's sort of a different way you're seeing these singers and celebrities because they're more relaxed. Is I have to have it that way. So we break the ice, we laugh, we sing, we cook, and it's just I don't know if there's anything else like it out there. I mean, and it's not like bragging, it's just I'm really serious. It's really funny, entertaining, but the food is wonderful. And that's kind of like being a fly on the wall in my kitchen, you know?
I love that. The vibe that you're talking about. I have a sign in my kitchen that says this kitchen was meant for dancing. Like we're the same way. When we're making the food,
Out
it's the
food. Out
yeah, right. It's like that's what part of the fun of the food is the process of being together and making it. And I can only imagine getting the crew that you had with you. Were is this a kitchen set or did you go, did you just be like, you know what, I really need them in my own kitchen?
well, I'm gonna be renovating my kitchen this year, and so it wasn't ready, and I'm bummed about that, but maybe for season 2, we'll have it. But we found a house and, with a lovely, lovely white kitchen, so it's really nice and white, crispy, lovely looking and sunny and bright, and, uh, and it was just the perfect set. I had the best crew and I mean, everybody was just like, you should have seen it. It was so funny after each episode because we do like 2 dishes per episode, right? With all the
Mhm.
people, all the celeb, and people and the whole crew would make a beeline to the frickin' center island after we were done. Like, we would wrap it, and they would, like, all rush to the thing to get the taste of the food.
Oh, I love it. I'm a little bummed, Carney, that as well as you. I'm excited for you to renovate a kitchen because that is that's a blast. But I was gonna ask if your dog Frankie got to participate a little bit. We're big on pets here on the KJ Today Show, so I had to ask you about the pug.
Frankie. Oh my god, that dog, he's such a little I can't even say it on the radio, but he's a peer. He pees everywhere, that dog. But he's so like my house is so crazy with the birds and the dogs and the kids and the music and it's so funny. You go into my kitchen, it's very loud, very, very
Mhm.
loud, very festive and crazy. And Frankie is like the most hyper. hyper pug you have ever seen in your life. His bark is so piercing, but he is the most loving dog I've ever had. I mean, he's just a beautiful, beautiful little soul in there, and he's such a like. He has to be literally touching your leg at all times. He just needs to be. I mean, that's what they're bred for. Those pugs, they're companions, and they're wonderful. And we're sort of obsessed with pugs, I have to say. There's actually a wonderful pug rescue. Her name is the Pug Queen, and if you go on Instagram, the Pug Queen rescues pugs, and we actually got this pug as a rescue from her, one of the puppies of the mommies that she rescued. And I mean, I love dogs. Oh, love
Mhm.
dogs.
And thank
Yeah.
you for pointing that out and talking about rescuing. I think, you were talking about, pugs, they have a lot of energy. And sometimes people maybe don't realize you got to do your research and you can't just be like, that's a cute one. I'll get it. You have to be ready for the kind of personality that they have, which is why rescues end up so important because sometimes pugs, they need to end up with the right person. And it certainly sounds like Frankie ended up with the right person with you, Carney.
With 5,000 kisses a day. He's so delicious. I love my
Um,
Frankie.
So, sounds delicious with Carnie Wilson premieres tonight. It's Frankie going to be cuddled up with you? Are you having a viewing party yourself?
Oh, you bet your butt. Oh yeah, Frankie will be right there. Although he can attest to some of the dishes, my Mr. Tester over the past few years. I mean, I've been cooking for, you know, 25 years or actually 30 years. But Frankie's had a couple of things that dropped on the floor. I don't really feed them table food. I don't believe in that.
Mhm.
I don't think their bellies are, not good for garlic. But
Right.
yeah, he will be right there watching with us.
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations on the show. Premieres tonight, 8:30 on AXS TV. Carnie Wilson, it was great to talk with you today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much too. Take care.
You too.